making this video now just to make it clear that I rejected him.
Andrew Tate is claiming that streamer Sneako tried to sleep with him. And yes, sleep with him in the way that you're thinking, you're hearing that correctly. This is wild.
There's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
This guy really tweeted out today, Sneako tried to have X with.
Have you ever looked at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way? I'm going to say, chat, we're being honest.
So it seems he's got himself exposed and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm not here to insult anyone. I have no personal vendetta against anybody. I'm not mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy. And I'm just here to tell the version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. I'm just going to tell you some facts. A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal. And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal.
We all know the story, but just quickly to give context to make this easier to understand. Many years back, Sneako, before the situation of him streaming, he's always been in the industry. There was a situation of him going to a party and he let his partner, his girlfriend, sleep with someone else in front of him. And he completely admitted this and has been ridiculed on the internet about it constantly.
The genuine question is, I see on Twitter all the time that you watch your girlfriend get fucked. Is that true?
Yo!
No, bro. On my mother's life, I've never seen anything like this. I just see it on Twitter. So everyone says Sneako's a cuck, Sneako's a cuck. Is that true or is that true?
When I was 21, I went to a swinger party. You ever been like an orgy party?
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, how long was you with your girl for?
A couple months. And then
how did it make you feel when she got fucked in front of you?
I hated it.
The fuck? What, and you stayed with her after?
For a little bit, yeah.
The fuck?
I'm not defending cuckism, but my boy literally admitted it though. That's why we respect Sneako, because he's real.
Yeah, W honesty.
Nah, he's honest about it.
But the stuff that comes out of Andrew Tate's mouth and what he thinks Sneako was trying to do with him is even more disturbing. I can't even believe what is coming out of Andrew Tate's mouth right now.
And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me. And when I realized he was coming on to me, I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this Gossip Girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand isn't sitting online and constantly insulting other people like his is. So I thought, let me just cut him off. He's obsessed with me. He's a bit weird. I don't want to ruin the guy's career. Let me just go his own separate way. Since then, he has mentioned me every single day in every single stream he does. Andrew Tate wore a gambling t-shirt. Andrew Tate drove a car. Andrew Tate drunk coffee. Andrew Tate this. Andrew Tate that. He is obsessed with me. And if you see the way he talks about me, you can see in his eyes. It's not because he is morally superior. It's not because he just wants clicks. It's a homosexual rage which is suppressed. Guys, I don't like saying this. I feel uncomfortable making this video. I wanted all of this to go away. I just said, no, I'm not going to fuck you, bro. Get out of here. I just tried to ignore the kid for 5 fucking years. Here we are 5 years later. He won't stop talking about me. And if you watch him do it, guys, watch him do it and look in his eyes while he does it.
Obviously, we've always seen Andrew Tate switch up and do a bunch of things, but Sneako has constantly called him out for everything. He isn't lying when he says Sneako has mentioned him a lot. Just recently, he was saying that Unc fell off.
I feel like the last time everyone was united was about 2022, 2023. And those were my years. You know, I ruled the earth.
Unc's reminiscing. In 2022, when I was relevant, yeah, it's over. It's done. It's not women driving. It's not feminists. You're controlling the matrix now. It's Israel. Everybody knows this.
There was obviously once somewhat friends, and every time he does something, Sneako is there to say something or criticize Andrew Tate. I feel like he's reached boiling point, but he's also claiming that more stuff is going to come out about Sneako soon, and it's just a start.
It is a suppressed homosexual rage. He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York. You know, he walks around during Pride Month in New York. Guys, I really didn't want to do this video, but it's all coming to light. I woke up this morning with a few text messages from people who know very well saying, is it true that this person does these things? And I'm like, oh, so this is about to blow up all over the internet. I said a long time ago to Sneako once on one of my emergency meetings, I said, don't come at me, bro, because I could have ruined your career and I didn't. I am the nicest man. If he had this kind of information on anyone else, he'd post the screenshots, he'd sit there like a little girl, he'd do a full breakdown, he'd talk about it for years. I'm the top G, because that's who he is. I've known he's gay forever, and I didn't care. He came on to me, it was weird. It's gonna come out what he's really been up to. You're gonna see he's not a pinnacle of Islam, he's not a pinnacle of morality, he's very far from it. And that's why I had to stop talking to the guy. So, I'm making this video now just to make it clear that I rejected him.
Andrew Tate obviously knows he can use the cuck story as leverage to make this seem truthful, and there is nothing to back this up. And also, Andrew Tate met up with Sneako years later after the first encounter they had when he's claiming that Sneako was acting weird. So what was the point in linking back up with him? Andrew Tate accused him of being gay for a while, but only recently is he saying directly that he tried to sleep with him.
I said no. That's why he won't stop talking about me. That's why you can see in his eyes he is so angry. That's why I am the content of his entire life. That's why, because I said no to the kid. I hope he, works it out. I wish him well. No matter how much he insults me, how much he wants to be me, he'll never be me. He's never respected like I am. He'll never achieve the heights of fame that I achieve. He'll never surpass me in any realm, no matter what. So I really, truthfully wish him the best. I didn't want to make this video. I'm only making it because it's all coming to light now, and I want everybody to see that once again, Tate was right. If you see Tate do something, it's because he's right. If you watch my entire career, all I've done is predict the future flawlessly. I stopped talking to him years ago because I knew he was doing drugs. I knew he was gay. I knew he was going to BDSM clubs and doing all this kind of weird shit. I didn't want to be hanging around with some little fruity nigger who was getting tied up by dudes and bumped. I thought that's weird. I ain't hanging around with this guy who's going to sex clubs in New York, getting tied up by dudes and ass fucked. I'm not doing it. So, here's the truth. That's the reason. I'm not going to talk on this again. He's going to tweet about me and talk about it for the next 200 years, and you're going to see the rage in his eyes, the suppressed homosexuality. That's a him problem. I'm busy winning. That's my version of the story. So when you see all this crap come out about him, I rejected him. I said no. And there's going to be some other people who are exposed that perhaps said yes, but I said no.
This isn't just a back and forth. These guys generally do now hate each other. Just recently, Sneako was going too far as saying this guy is satanic in the way that he delivers stuff to his audience now.
Everything is herd mentality. Everything is pack mentality. When you understand this, you apply it to other people and you use it in a way to convince them to do the things you want them to do, because you need to be a master manipulator in this world. This is what you need to do as a man. You need to go through the world doing your very best to manipulate the simulation.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That's satanic right here. It's so funny. That's why it's important to watch too, like how often he says satanic things without realizing it. Your goal as a man, what you should do, you are here to manipulate the world. No, you're not, actually. Your purpose as a man is to manipulate everybody. Nope, that's not, no. Completely false. Manipulate the world so you can get stuff. The point of existing is to get stuff for yourself. Nope.
And obviously Andrew Tate put a follow-up tweet saying that Sneako tried to sleep with him. That is true, then that is disturbing, but he's mainly just using the leverage of the cuck story. He's using what Sneako has admitted himself and embraced. It's nothing new, this story. And I think Andrew Tate just wants to get Sneako out of it. He's sick of him.
But it's no secret that I have a degenerate past. Around 3 years ago, when I was 21 years old, I went to a swinger party with one of my girlfriends and joked about how traumatizing it was on a podcast. I was cheating on her a lot, and I felt bad, and I thought it would make us even if we swapped with the couple.
I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like that was. Imagine seeing the girl you love like
get fucked.
You love her? She's moaning pretty loud. Like
I don't do it anymore. I don't recommend it.
It's a lot, but I think it's something everybody should do just to test.
No!
You know what?
No! And seeing how many people call me a cuck for what I thought was a funny story, you should probably not do the same.
What's actually so wild, you cannot see Sneako in this shot, but he is there, fresh and fit, like Andrew Tate said just a minute ago, went over to his house and they took Sneako with him. And on that day, Andrew Tate must have sniffed out something about Sneako, because he was sitting there warning about betrayal of friends and what could possibly happen. This was what he said years ago in front of Sneako.
You know some of my friends and you were vetted by the friends. My friends stick up for you and I trust my friends. And thirdly, also, I'm not going to lie to you. I did have the War Room do a dossier on your real.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know your name, your address, all that shit. So, but that was good to have. But it's just, yeah.
Fuck,
of course,
real,
no,
man.
completely is real. But yeah, it's good to have all those things. But all in all, I just gauged your intent. I thought his intent isn't maliceful. I don't think he'd do that. Now, if you did decide to do something like that, if you did, I don't think you will, but I'm pretty certain you won't. But let's say you did decide to do that, then God will teach you the lesson. I don't even need to do much. God, if you were to ever go down that route, then I'm old enough and wise enough to know that to a degree, karma is real. People talk about karma and live by the sword and die by the sword and this kind of thing. Not in the stupid way a bitch goes karma, because really when they're saying that shit to you, they're getting their own karma back from you. That's what's actually happening. But you do live, if you live by the sword, you do die by the sword. I absolutely and utterly believe that. The reason that all these people are getting stabbed and shit are people who are out here stabbing people. It's amazing how it all just kind of comes full circle.
And many times they debate stuff around religion as well. Andrew Tate, like he said, he sticks to his faith in private, where Sneako constantly just talks about it on the internet. And that's the main thing that they've been debating and falling out over.
Why is Andrew trying to be a white supremacist now when he's black? He's like, I'm on your side. No, you're not. That's what you believe instead of Islam. What he said literally goes against the core fundamentals of being a Muslim.
I'm not a white supremacist, Sneako. Stop crying. You question my faith just because you've been Saudi. You have to bring Islam into this and try and out-Islam me. I'm not going to get into a Muslim competition with you. You copied me, Sneako. You said it in person or not.
Sneako responded to the allegation just now, saying the irony of Andrew Tate spending so many years crying about women falsely accusing him of human trafficking that he has become one.
Do it and look in his eyes while he does it. It is a suppressed homosexual rage.
So is your gaydar going off? Like, what do you, how would you know what that is first off? But listen to what else he says.
He is enraged. Now he's Muslim LARPing. He's Islam LARPing. Constantly LARPing about Islam while being gay in private and taking drugs in private. As opposed to me, who keeps my faith private and my internet. He keeps his faith on the internet and in his private life is completely haram. So we can discuss which one of us is the real Muslim if we want to have that conversation. But I live in an Islamic country. I live in Dubai. He lives in New York.
Oh!
There was actually a point where these two were meant to fight on Misfits and it didn't end up happening.
A couple days ago, it was 500K. Without any pressure, they doubled it to $1 million. That's how badly he wants to get it back because I stole it. He's deleting tweets right now where he's talking about how much he loves human trafficking. He's posting tweets and then deleting them defending Jeffrey Epstein. It's getting ridiculous at this point. I don't know what audience he's trying to appeal to, but he's trying to do anything to get it back. So they want me to do 1 mil on Misfits. I don't really see any benefit for me. What is he, like 4 weight classes heavier? He already lost a lot of his fight aura, let's be real. After fighting Chase Tamor, I respect people who get into the ring, but after Chase Tamor, the hype for your fight, after hyping yourself up for being a 4-time kickboxing champion, it's not the same as it once was. Okay, Chase Tamor did take a lot of that fight aura, and you know he desperately wants to go get it back. I've never had a professional bout. I've never had an amateur bout. My fighting career consists of losing to Sean Strickland and taking a win. Honestly, I won that fight in a lot of ways. Obviously not based off the rules, but based off of public perception. I won that.
Rather than this petty back and forth and these accusations they're making against each other, would you rather just see Andrew Tate and Sneako in the ring? I think weight class would be an issue, but he was already trying to make it on Misfits. And who do you think will win? Andrew Tate might not want Sneako to come anywhere near him if he is what he's saying he is.
Have you ever looked at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way? I'm going to say, chat, we're being honest. We're being honest. It's happened.
This was literally both of these guys this year, and now they're trying their hardest to bring each other down on the internet, and things have just kept escalating. It just goes to show how fake a lot of this internet and streaming stuff is. These guys were never friends at all. It's who can benefit who. At the time when Andrew Tate was in prison, Sneako was backing him, climbed up the ladder, he didn't need Tate. When Tate didn't need Sneako, it's all just about who can use who and whenever. That's why I say the internet stuff, these people are not actually friends in real life and will throw each other under the bus at any given opportunity to better themselves.